We saw this part.
Mm-hmm. Ladies and gentlemen, this stream is now in session. Obi-Wan362, Gamer Law presiding. And welcome back to more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. With me is Bubbles.
Hi, guys.
Sitting first chair. So...
Only the moon knows.
the moon does that. The moon sees a lot of things.
Does. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright & Co. Law offices. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Stop waving that broom around.
Broom.
Aw.
Broom. Broom.
Don't broom me. Of course. Servant. That face she made. I mean, he does look kind of cool.
You were the chosen one!
Oh.
Ah!
It was said that you would destroy the Sith, not join them!
Crimson, welcome to the
Thanks,
courtroom.
Crimson.
How are you doing? And thank you so much for the 11 months.
10 years old.
How are you doing tonight, Crimson? One more month and you upgrade to the next tier of Gavel. The final tier that I can have. Because I can only have sub badges up to 1 year.
So fancy. Well, Phoenix is only 24. Baby, we're older than Phoenix.
Yeah.
I don't like this game anymore.
Well, guess what? We're older than Maya too, so.
Yeah, well, that's expected.
You started your new co-op this week? That's fun.
Nice.
How's it going so far?
I really worry about kids. A month has passed since my trial. Mesmer was the talk of the town, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. No. Phoenix Wright's bedroom.
Bring.
Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick!
Maya? Wait, it's so early. It's so early, oh my gosh.
So Samurai got arrested.
Huh? This guy on the show?
We're not reading this part. We're only reading courtroom stuff,
Yeah,
remember?
I abbreviated that.
Okay.
I said the guy on the show.
Killed a villain. Well, that's what he does.
What you said.
Yeah, on TV.
Yeah, on TV.
No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain.
The samurai spear!
Ah! Just come to the office quick. Hangs up on him. Nice, you're watching television. Morning news. Will Powers was arrested. He's a steel samurai. Warrior of Neo Odi Tokyo.
Yeah. What's your problem?
Suspicion of murder.
Panic, welcome to the courtroom. How you doing?
Villain known in the Easel Street. Who are we saying hi to?
Panic.
Hi, Panic. Costume. Spear in the body. Investigating.
You're put in a team where the team lead is out of state on business trip, so until they get back, you're on busy work. Oh, so much fun. Sounds like so much fun.
Joke. It's a nightmare. The world is over.
The world is over, baby. That's it. Pack it up. This world is over.
Beep.
Wah!
It's the Steel Samurai.
On your cell phone? Why is it calling the cell phone?
I don't know.
Did nobody think about this one? They're like, we've already got one phone graphic in here. Do we really need another one? Let's just use the same phone graphic.
Down in detention. This is our first case. Examine.
Look at that ficus.
Maya has been watering it too much. It looks swollen. I need to water my plants. The water fruit. Yeah, like this phone.
So professional.
Doesn't say the title. Good job. Horrendous amount of legal books. Yeah, he has to read all of them.
Yeah,
Which isn't true.
that's how that
You
works.
read them as you need them.
Yeah, which means eventually you read them all.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe. If everything goes right.
Nice day outside. Always full. A bellboy happily cleaning the room. Probably trying to peg people for. This is the.
I mean, did it say there's
The
the bellboy? Or did it say there's a bellboy?
The bellboy.
So,
Yeah.
probably.
He's soliciting extra.
He's like, the murder! This is the murder room where the murderer ordered iced coffee. That face.
Yeah.
You don't want to ask her what to do before you went? And...
No.
Why not, sweetheart?
Because she's an impulsive teenager. Huh. That chest hair.
Yeah, what's wrong? What's wrong, sweetheart?
Is that guy really him? What do you mean that guy? Of course it's him. Well, Power is our client.
Will Powers.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. But he definitely did murder at least once. Maybe twice.
That's your client there, sweetheart.
Maya, that's...
Crimson, never meet your heroes.
Basically.
Now, it's not always true. Great start. Great start.
Great start. Disappointed. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Disappointed? Huh? Alright, where'd my water bottle go? Did you move it?
No, which means it's probably buried somewhere underneath in here in the blanket that I'm all wrapped up in. Are you sure you didn't move it?
No.
Is it on the floor?
No. Yes. Jeez, why'd you move it like that?
Why are you like this? Don't you do it?
Toss water on you.
Don't you do it?
Exercise you.
Oh, and the mask. Never show my face in public till a job was over. I'm gonna wreck their dreams. Oh.
Don't wreck the Steel Samurai's dreams.
Just it didn't matter.
Don't wreck the dreams of
Aw.
all children.
Oh.
Giving nightmares
Oh,
everywhere.
he's crying. He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Huh. He didn't do it. You just said he did. Yeah, start at the beginning. That's because it was.
Seems just like yesterday.
Action sequences at 10 that morning. Rehearsal scheduled for 5. In the evening, it's 5 o'clock, it's not the afternoon anymore, that's the evening. Came around, students gathered, but the evil magistrate was found in a crumpled heap. That's a very circular wound.
Look, alright.
Took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer dead.
Jack Hammer?
Yeah, Jack Hammer. He had been skewered. Samurai spear. It's a long spear that Steel Samurai uses as a weapon.
Goop! It's always strippers. Guess it means the murderer this time is a stripper.
It's always strippers. Okay.
Bubbles, why did you say that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Saying nonsense.
That's the problem with quotes, is you don't get context. Explain. Maya. Out of touch.
Dang it, Panic, I just took a drink right before you sent that.
Oh, that's his wound. I thought he just met. Yep, that's his wound. Like I said, it's very circular.
Nope, that's his nipple.
Is the lead character on a kid's show. He walks the streets of Neo-Odi, Tokyo.
Neo-Odi.
Fighting battle after battle against the evil
Neo-Odi?
magistrate.
Neo-Odi.
Neo-Odi. He never
Sounds
really
like
defeats
moldy.
him, though I guess he defeated him this time.
Uh-huh. These names.
Neo-Odi, Tokyo.
I don't know, probably the same person who came up with Will Powers and Jack Hammer and Miss April May.
Now, where were you? Came to the studios at 9. Worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal began at 5, but I was a little tired. After lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here.
Giga gasp.
So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero. What will the kids think?
That you do your own stunts.
Check out the scene. Global Studios, I'll draw you a map. I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for an autograph. Yep.
Going to the studio. Oh, I remember this.
Make this a
You are
sandwich.
in for a treat.
Great. Oh. Old bag. We're lawyers? You at least need to call yourself a lawyer by proxy, Maya. Though you didn't go through law school with someone. I am lawyer by proxy.
You are not a lawyer by proxy.
I went to law school with you, effectively, because you would come home and you would tell me about all your classes.
To tell you all of them.
And Fox and I have long law discussions at work.
That's weird.
That's why I text you about it.
Yeah, that's why you text me random.
Oh yeah,
questions.
I text you random questions all the time. Ooh, like gawkers like you stay out.
So you should be playing Wolverine rather than a samurai. True. Or the bad guy in Pokemon X and Y. I can't find my copy of Pokemon X and Y.
Gawkers, sightseers, tourists.
Oh my.
You're the type. You heard about the incident, came to snoop around. Youths today. Oops, sorry.
Nope.
What?
Nope. It's just.
Okay.
Yep. Nope. It's one of those times where like the NPCs just.
Hippie clothes. Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no.
I don't know. It's possible.
Hey! Listen when you're being spoken to. Youth today.
Youths. Get off my lawn, youths.
Do you hear? Children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid.
Those
Gary.
darn youths.
This place has really gone downhill, you know? 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too, he was. Hammer? Victim? Magistrate? Just plain villains, not the best material. He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me.
Rude.
Old ladies watching would lose their lunch. Oh,
Rude.
that's so rude. You're so rude, old bag. That's what her name is. That's
I
what
know.
it says it in the
I
corner.
know. Isn't it great?
Thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Hammer. Powers, of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job.
Villains are great material.
Kind of person, are you new?
It's true, Crimson. It's very true.
would live on in my hearts as an ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard that? Accident during filming. Got an unlucky break after that. Reduced playing villain on the children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. Enough to make you cry.
Yep, she looks like she's ready to cry.
Standing right here yesterday. I still one in the after. 5. And they found the body. Studio where the murder took place is to the left here, so if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And the person was Mr. Powers, yes, I saw him.
So see,
Sleeping in his dressing room.
it must
I'm
have
sure
been
you
him.
didn't say that. Anyone to walk by. He's a killer, you can bet your biscuits on it.
Bet them biscuits.
Heading home. Nothing to see here. Move along. Surprise request. Thought you were suspicious. Letter of request. Overhead map. Employee area. Film studios.
Surprised she lets you far enough to go and
Main
look inside.
entrance. Big scene here yesterday with onlookers. Studio van, carry around film equipment.
Or murderers.
Computer that runs the cameras. Hey, they're touching. Security guard station. There's like junk food.
Feud. Junk feud.
Junk feud.
Copyright that. We made a kids' TV show. Junk feud.
Anything interesting about this tree?
There's your bribery. What, junk food?
Yeah.
Go back to the office, find some junk food, bring it to her and say, hey, let me in.
Yeah.
Wait, just like waggle it in front of her face, then throw it like a bone. Go get it, all bag.
Hello, how's the
Go get it.
studio? I think I did it. Yeah, we're sure suspect. Talk. Security lady. Oh, security lady. Terrible. She called me suspicious.
I mean, you are suspicious
Actually,
looking.
she said the same thing to me before.
Let's be honest,
Take
Maya
off
is
that
suspicious
mask
looking.
were her words, I believe. She sticks apart to all the big wigs, but let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you.
She seems so kind.
Grr. Formally requesting, of course. Cool.
I want to know who gave him a writing utensil. And
You did. We did.
I did?
Yeah.
I'm not there.
We as Phoenix did.
Objection!
No, lawyers are allowed to carry in their briefcases, aren't they?
So you had to ask a question, though.
Of course they are. Because you have to have a pen and paper handy in case the witness or the accused or whomever needs to sign something. Security guard's not going to have one.
You don't know.
It's potentially a weapon.
Yeah. So why am I allowed to have one if it's
What?
potentially a
No,
weapon?
never. That seems suspicious. Security guards, are you?
Bubbles, wake up. Bubbles, we only just started. You already said.
I know, I'm sorry. Sniff. Swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping.
Is your mama dead?
What did she see? Doesn't seem.
Take that!
Here's a letter of request.
Meh.
Old childish scrawl. Really? You may pass. Oni left from here towards the studios and going to the right. It's the employee area. Only one allowed inside were my no
No
one
one.
allowed inside, pal. Were my instructions.
Come on, baby. Wake up. You can do it. I believe in you.
Good detective told me that himself. Maps.
Toot, toot, toot.
50 cents.
Give the woman the 50 cents or she might murder you.
I don't have 50 cents.
Well, you should have thought about that before you stole the map.
I didn't steal it. Maya stole it.
So you want entrance.
Hey, it's Gumshoe. No, we were acquitted.
Which one? Because both of them have been accused of murder at this point.
Oh, yeah. Prosecutor Edward.
Gumshoe the waifu?
Huh.
Panic. Panic. Panic.
Do I hear birds?
No?
Stop that.
Why are
I
you
hear
poking me?
birds. Sipping tea and staring gloomily. So? He's depressed. It's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work.
Ouch. Wow, that was
Aww.
that was harsh.
That was harsh. I think you hurt his feelings. Yeah.
My feelings were hurt and I wasn't even the one being criticized.
I think his feelings are easily hurt. Oh, Gumshoe's not a bad detective.
I mean,
What's his name? Edgeworth is just like holding him to the fire.
But like, think of all the things that he missed.
Oh, but I mean,
Huh?
can't go around saying pal. That's my endearing character trait. That's adorable. It's his character.
You're all characters. And this world we live in is just a story. How's your investigation?
Hey, I can't tell you that. Incorrect.
Huh?
The autopsy report. The latest version, if you please. Oh. Oh.
Aww.
Poor Gumshoe.
Pierced through the chest by a spear at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th. Well, guess what? Now there's an updated autopsy report.
Probably. Simple. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. No one other than the victim.
According to the autopsy report, time at 2:30 p.m., which we just read. Are you certain? How do you know?
Yeah, I think that security lady's lying. I think we do need to bribe her with chips and snack cakes.
The Gumshoe is a good detective. He closes cases super fast. Who cares if that's because of sloppy work? He's got the fastest record of anyone on the force. Huh. Then panic, nipple piercing gone wrong.
Sweet old lady, what a
Huh.
charmer. Gave me a donut and some coffee.
Sucker for authority.
Oh.
Valuable evidence. Where's this valuable evidence?
Photo. Oh, it's probably just the costume. Someone in the costume.
You need to show her your badge. Yeah, I'm sure that'll work. Just be like,
Snaps a photo.
excuse me, security ma'am. I have a badge. It is now time for you to show me everything.
Don't look happy. Don't look so happy when you say that.
Oh!
I'd like to ask employees. However you like. You're not going to find any clues I haven't already found.
Ha ha ha!
No.
Ow! What? That
Wrong game.
that wasn't Papyrus.
It sounded a lot like
That was
Papyrus.
Mandark from Dexter's Laboratory. How dare you stab me in the ribs? Oh my gosh, I'm bleeding out.
You're not bleeding out. You're not bleeding at all. I poked you with my finger in a rib. There's no blood there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You want to test that? Here, go get a knife.
No.
You said there's no blood. You said there's no blood where your ribs are.
I did not say that. I said from my finger. I'm just gonna rub it.
Uh-huh.
Boop. Camera. It's 2 on 307.
See, Crimson knows. Said he was listening to the radio, and they said that 90% of women torture their significant other.
Do I torture you, Andy?
Yes.
I don't think that's true. I think you're lying. Big welcome sign. Times. And the daisy arm filming. Extra money by charting admission. Quit being a detective and work here. Studio mascot down for the count.
Dang it, Panic, I don't think it's quite what I said. It's close, but... That is where I put the emphasis that was on everything.
Yeah, it was.
Excuse you.
Obi, if that's your ideal woman, I don't think I meet that.
No.
I'm not old or crotchety or...
Not yet.
You're so rude!
That you won't be old one day?
I said old and crotchety.
I was replying to old.
Mm-hmm.
You're already crotchety. Oh, you jabbed me in the rib.
So?
You have a bruise on my rib.
I don't care. You're rude to me. So mascot, it's a monkey of some kind.
You clipped it to make sure. Okay, good. Great.
A monkey has a nose like that. Throwing a sign in its hand. Right studio 1, left studio 2.
So, Crimson says when he said torture that they mess with them in their sleep. Do you mess with me in my sleep?
No. When he's asleep, I leave him asleep. If I was on crotchety, I might. So maybe I should start, since apparently that's what I am.
Boop.
Oh, the head broke off.
Poor dead, whatever it is. Oh my gosh. For years, I have not seen that face the way that it is.
Huh, okay.
I've seen it like turn, like, I haven't seen that as like a straight on face. But now I can't see it how I was seeing it before. Describe it. Fox, welcome to the courtroom. How are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know how you see it.
Oh, no, shoot, I had it for a second. It was like... Like, it makes much more sense this way than it did my way. Gosh, dang it, now... Problem is, now that I know what it looks like, what it's supposed to look like, I can't...
Unsee it.
Okay, so like... So like... Picture this. Looking at the face, right? The top eye is an eye, okay?
Yeah.
But picture that the head is facing to the left, but his mouth is on the one side. So he's like smiling like from the side of his mouth. And so the lower eye is a nose hole. Look, I'm not saying it made sense that I saw it that way, but that's how I saw it for years. Yeah, you can't see it that way, because you know what it's supposed to look like.
I see what you're saying. And like if I kind of like close one eye and squint the other.
I wonder if I'm wondering if because this is the this is the remaster where everything's like hand drawn and crap. And I played it back in the old days when it was on DS. If the upped resolution is making it better.
Stuffing her face with donuts. Soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. I could show her.
I mean, you could try it.
Absolutely not. Nope. Learn to talk to the detective. Check the photos every day. Good one. Is that better?
Okay, so I have to be staring at the other picture and looking at the other one out of the corner of my eye now to see what I saw before. Because I know what it's supposed to look like. So, okay, so actually, this eye is like the nose like on a dog.
Okay.
That's the only eye that you can see, and its mouth is just off to the side like that. Okay? So this whole part from the bottom
So it's
there.
supposed to be, you saw it as profile?
Kinda, yeah. But with the smile all on one side. So like this, so the top part of the nose, all the way down to the, from there and all the way around was all part of his nose. It's all nose. Got a huge nose. And then that was a little dot on the end of his nose.
I see it. I see it now.
You see it? See
I
what I'm saying?
see it.
Okay.
It makes it look like a dog face.
Yeah. I thought it was like a weird squirrel animal thing. Like I didn't pay any
Oh,
attention.
it's much cuter that way.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I like it better that way. That's how I'm gonna think about it.
Okay, good. I'm glad I've now convinced you that that's what it...
Great as the bearded samurai. Back in the day.
Yeah, no, that's fair, Crimson. Again, like you have to. It's like trying to see one of those
Illusions.
yeah, one of those like the
Illusion
pictures where you have to like shove your face into it and pull it away slowly.
I never could do those very easily.
Like
Dad had a book of them.
Yeah.
I was not very good at them.
I could do it just by looking at it.
Of course you could.
You just make my eyes do weird
Automatic.
things.
Snap. So it's like a red light camera.
Crimson, I'm not saying it made sense, but back in the old days. It also doesn't help that you like now that you see it and you know what it's supposed to look like.
Behind the scenes.
Also, I don't
dressing
know.
Room. Silk room.
I don't know that I ever realized that this wasn't inside.
Oh.
Like I thought there was a roof on this.
I mean. Never know. Samurai spear. No, you can't take the spear. That's a murder weapon.
Spear!
Rude. Don't spear me. You called me old and crotchety.
I was teasing.
I don't believe you.
Yes, you do.
I don't. Window. Frosted.
Roof edges almost line up to be the top edges of a room with a sky ceiling.
Normal. Theme snacks. Samurai soda.
Delicious.
Ladies first.
Babe, can I interest you in some samurai soda?
Mains of yesterday's lunch. A T-bone on one of these plates minus a steak. Mmm. I have a second stomach for steaks. Girl after my own heart.
Yep. Okay, so it looks like you can hit,
Storage room. Film equipment. What else would they keep? Dressing room, sleeping,
claims he was sleeping.
I mean, is it? It has to be just someone in the samurai armor. Like that's what that has to be, and so therefore it's not actually him.
Does it have to be that?
Regular suits, own clothes, costumes, wearing one hat. Poor Maya. Snacks. Teen cookies.
Go for some cookies.
Just had a burger. Separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? Well, she's 17, so...
Is she 17?
Yeah, that's what she said earlier.
Huh. Thought she
Someone
was younger than that.
Sleeping here. Take a nap. It's locked. Doesn't open the window. Dusty. Mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
See, my hair is nice and spiky, just how I like it. Best rate of cosmetics. The wig he used in Samurai Boogie
Woogie. Boogie Woogie Woogie Woogie.
Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at the wig? I am kind of like samurai movies.
Imagine how easy these games would be if innocent until proven guilty was actually a thing in this game. You have to find the real murderer each time. Be too easy.
Powers bag. Don't open that. Look. Car key. Studio One. Borrow it. You mean borrow.
Thief!
My partner, the thief in training. Okay, I think I probably got everything.
Okay. So, before you do this, go back. Hit L.
Oh!
Yeah, at the bottom, if you notice,
I
there's a
see
slide
that.
option. I think this is the first place you've ever been that you could do it.
Okay.
So, like, you haven't missed anything.
There's an open grate. Bad kid. Sneak in that way you won't have to pay. If you want to leave. Kid.
I mean, kinda.
Car. Electric powered bicycle.
But I mean, if she's 17, then she's less of a kid than I thought she was.
Go up hills. Psycho exercise. It's a painting.
It's a
Half
backdrop.
finished. Backdrop. It's just also a painting. It's not like backdrops are colored in with chalk.
But it could be printed.
Unlikely. Castle. Neo Odi Tokyo Castle.
Castle-y.
Now wait a minute.
Neo Oldie Tokyo Castle-y.
Oh, that is more lunch.
It's actually a flat sculpture.
Hmm.
Yeah, you probably found everything now. Ba-ba-bum. Goop.
I'm going to dressing room. Nose of food. I'm going to stew. Don't look at me. What do you think? Problem. What do we do?
Gotta look for clues. Where would we find clues?
I need the security lady to go away. I got everything here. Just do one. Phone jackhammer's body. Go and check. Oh, there we go. Ah, the card key.
Yeah. I was only gonna let you be lost for a little bit. But you figured it out.
What is it? You were quiet. Shivers. The white tape. It's so real. Evil magistrate did die here. Still samurai killed him. Spear.
There's only one camera that automatically swivels to take a picture of a new person. Wouldn't it be kind of easy to avoid it by just timing your entry with someone else? It would be even easier to just walk around behind the camera.
Yeah. That's a helmet. Expect at least a few blood stains. That's true. Costume must have absorbed it. Director chair.
Depends on how far you can walk, basically.
Take a look. Clap it to start filming. Megaphone, no real live megaphone.
Physical barriers look like they're just trees.
Reflecting light, they call it a reflecting screen or something like that. Assistant holds it during filming. Lighting is fine, but I want to be a director, or maybe it's just samurai.
Look, she just wants to be in the movies, alright?
A ladder. It's called step ladder. Such challenging things. A camera. Yeah, don't touch it.
This is kind of, you know.
No, I don't know. Who are you? Who me? I'm the assistant here.
Penny!
Props and stuff, ordering new ones, etc. Lawyers. Well, one of you's a lawyer.
WP's people. Willpower. Get it?
But wait, do what you can. Never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Ooh, she has a crush on him.
Or she just knows that he's a softie. Either one.
Maybe. Okay, murder.
I like how we're not like, who are you? We just somehow know her name is Penny.
Yeah, it's fine. On staff. Doing well. My rehearsal for action sequences. See?
I feel like you should have more than one rehearsal for action sequences.
Well, it's just, that's all they were doing that day. They weren't filming. So they probably have a couple different days of rehearsals. Employee area. We're there along with everyone else. Employee area, that's where Power's dressing room is, right? Eating lunch, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. I wouldn't go in there unless I had an urgent message. I mean, if it's private, what kind of girl do you think I am?
No. Crap.
I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. Confirmation of Power's alibi. Though she kind of confirmed it.
She only confirmed that he went into his dressing room.
But we know the window was locked and not opened regularly, and she didn't see him come out.
Yeah, but she didn't. She also didn't say how long she stuck around there after he went in there.
Killer, even if they have a photograph.
As far as she knows, he could have gone in there to change into his costume to go stab him.
Yeah. Actually, there's something bothering me.
Bum bum bum.
Clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that. Just afternoon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yeah, several times.
Sense their presence.
Some other studio employees? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I'm feeling it was someone from outside.
Outsider.
Really. Security lady, I've noticed them. I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. Kind of.
Sensing someone.
So you sense that someone other than...
Bless you.
I think it doesn't cut it as a witness testimony.
Sure it does. Poke it.
Don't touch it. More backdrop.
Neo Fujiyama.
Yep.
You know, because we rename.
Odi Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not Odi Tokyo. Neo Odi Tokyo.
So, wouldn't that be current? Wouldn't that
Yeah.
be current Tokyo?
Yeah, current Tokyo.
Neo Oldie Tokyo. So, modern Tokyo. Oop. Jump! Welcome to the courtroom. How are you doing? Yes, you did make it in time for Visual Novel Tuesday.
Hi, Jump. Come here. 1, 2:30. Someone from the outside.
Jump says hi, Bubbles.
Hi, Jump. There's question. Peek.
Like-
Spiky-haired cretin.
Can we talk about the fact that her eyes are gone?
Yeah, it did that earlier too.
Yeah.
Oh no, Maya! Don't throw people under the bus.
Yep. Yep. Respect elders. Crying. Shame.
Roar! She left. Well, now's the time to look at the security cameras. Try it.
Leave it alone. Well,
There are a few numbers.
the date of the murder.
$307? Help me.
That I wasn't paying attention to.
I think it's 307. Print out data.
There you go. You got it.
Yep, someone
at
in
you.
the costume.
Good job.
Aw, thanks. It was a very
Remember the-
condescending pat. though.
Remember the number.
Okay.
I remember the number.
Oh, I thought you were telling me I did a good job for figuring out that it was probably just someone in the costume.
No, I was talking for remembering the number. Like, no, you were right on that too. And good on you for that. But I didn't.
believe you.
Yes, believe me. Yes, Jump. A murder.
For number 2.
Suspicious.
Suspicious. A photo's been deleted. Sure. It's not. Nick, you're craftier.
Nick,
Evil
you're a crafter.
magistrate. This is a joke.
Murder, also known as the only crime that takes place in the entire Ace Attorney series. I don't know what you mean. I don't think it's technically true. It's just the only crime anybody has ever tried for. Because Mr. Red White of Blue Corp committed numerous illegal acts, and so did Miss April May.
Yes.
And actually, Frank saw it also as committing another crime when he then committed murder.
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 Yeah, basically, Crimson. Other crimes have been committed, and everyone's just kind of like, well, that's fine, we're here on a murder trial.
We're in court now.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during this trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I'd like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios.
Yeah, you can't see it with the upgraded graphics.
I can see it for like a brief moment when I'm not paying attention, but only because it was the way I used to see it. Gumshoe really upped his game for this case. I know,
yeah,
right?
I'm trying really hard and I can't.
And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. We don't have her name because it didn't matter. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Jump says Gumshoe is best girl. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day at 5 p.m. Production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled because of his giant nipple. Time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone would like to hear that again? if you listen to it again, it's literally just going to tell you the exact same story again. It won't give you. I don't think it gives you an opportunity to poke holes in it. I think it's just so you can
Okay.
get the. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. That question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
Oh, dearie. No need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please.
Seems Edworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. This is true, he really does. No one wants to say their name.
Yep.
Wendy.
Wendy Oldbag! Wendy Oldbag! She's a Wendy Oldbag! I love the names in these games!
Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma.
Faster, faster, Gavin, faster.
Make fun of me, so believe it. There was this boy, captain of junior high, called me an old bag.
Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness! Objection sustained! Witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
Just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony? Now, witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, yeah, I was.
Imagine growing up with her name. She turned out like that. It's fair. It's a fair point. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you?
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony.
She sure is one hell of an old bag.
Rude, Phoenix.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
So the defendant then. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Objection!
Basically.
Oh, did you?
Up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio. Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked. You need to employ card key to get in. The card key I have. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in.
Unless you just climb the gate.
Yeah.
Was everyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station?
Run through, working out a scene between samurai and magistrate. Got the basics figured out by noon and were able to use the afternoon for practice. Parcel was supposed to start at 5. Some Pearl Hammer went to Studio 1, and that's why Pearl Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
Oh, wake up!
Play back, hero.
If there was a run-through in the morning, why you only get there after noon?
Well, I had some errands to run. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know.
No?
No. Actually, I was watching for Hammer and Powers, observing, you know? Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper! I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always.
Good.
Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was when Hammer got to the guard station.
Just gonna push everything.
Be the victim then. Poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to Syria before I got back.
Wait, so you're saying that despite the gate being locked, he was able to get to the studio without you seeing?
What?
Because her thing was she locked the gate.
The main gate.
Yeah, but they were, where were they rehearsing it?
Like, she locked the front gate. The one that we stared at next to the guard station. There's then the, like, there's not a gate where there's a welcome sign. So you can move from the employee area to the studios. You would pass behind the guard station.
What? Hold on. That was record.
Obi took my controller, guys.
Okay, so,
Oh no.
yeah. What was that?
Okay, alright. You're fine. Where's the guard station's at the main gate, right?
Yes, they're about. So yeah, he was able to go past all this, even past that gate that was supposed to be locked. I did not forget what the map looked like. Jump. I knew exactly what the map looked like.
No, he didn't. That's why he had to take my controller and pull it up.
No, I had to pull it up because you were questioning me. Because you didn't think there was a gate
At
there.
the main gate from then to 5. Yeah, I know. It needed to update. Whole time, no breaks. Of course, I'm a professional, you know. Are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper?
Yes.
No, it was just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
Rude.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time.
That's fair.
Snipper rapper. Snipper rapper? Old Windbag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection?
So the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see?
2:30 p.m. How do you know that?
She said right.
Oh, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked.
Poor Gumshoe.
Now, if you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job. Poor Gumshoe.
Poor Gumshoe.
Poor Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard. He's a detective. You're nothing but an old windbag.
Rude.
Yeah, well,
Old bag.
windy old bag.
Yeah.
Interesting
That is
me
her name.
because a certain man walked by at 2 p.m.
And who was that man?
2 p.m., you're sure? Sure as spit.
Well, who was the man?
Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skeevies in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. Nick, doesn't she seem like she's enjoying this a little too much? Windbags love gossiping about other people's misfortunes. Ugh, can't she get her kick somewhere else? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station 1 p.m. Okay, we're back to the beginning.
Yeah, because you didn't press her on the last one.
Mr. Powers. Got wax in your ears, Sonny?
Rude.
Nick, this is your chance. Got time to pull out my secret weapon. Say it again, it was him.
Or was it?
I feel like I should present this picture. Is that the right thing to do?
Oh, sorry, what do you think?
But if I... Of course this is what I think, else I wouldn't have said it.
Yeah, because that's why they tell you to pull out your secret weapon. 'Cause remember, you printed off and then we're like, I'm gonna keep this hidden.
Yeah. Let me get this straight, old bag. Ms. Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you?
Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. These pants are too long. What is this exactly?
None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Odi Tokyo. Ms. Old Bag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course, didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny?
Rude.
Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right?
No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder?
True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean that Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that, I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness.
He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently.
No one's accusing you of being born yesterday.
Because the judge is old too?
No, she's ancient.
Oh, gotcha.
However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Huh. Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. Huh?
Huh?
Even Edworth is surprised.
Prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Yep.
Wow, old Windbag really has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good.
Let's hear about your proof, then. Anubis, welcome to the courtroom. How are you doing?
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you.
Uh-huh.
That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at the picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
Doing alright, Anubis. Doing alright. So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Squeal!
Never. Never ever.
Whippersnapper! Hey, you haven't even said anything yet. Have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs? Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up. You today.
Nope. Faster.
You want to make an old lady cry.
Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness.
Edgeworth has met his match. Who was present? Well, let's see. There was Powers. He's the Steel Samurai.
Is he?
Then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate.
Poor old Hammer.
And me. And what
What exactly were you doing?
Observing. Just observing.
Observe.
What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. I saw Powers trip and fall.
Uh-huh. And?
Yes, and I think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt.
Let's just skip over that part, shall we?
Yep, let's. Where was the assistant then? Oh, she was cleaning up the backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
Broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear. How'd you do it?
Murder.
Murder weapon.
So cute when you do.
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. You better write this down in the court record.
The murder weapon. Bracket shaft has been mended with duct tape.
Are you a medical professional? How bad was it sprained? But you're not medical.
Just said, was it?
Huh? It said how badly was this? Was it badly sprained or something? Like
Yeah.
It said badly. Not so bad I couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up. That's the nap. The way I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot? Okay.
I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is... where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. Suppose that's right.
Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. Oh, it's probably dragging because it's probably the assistant. Because she's the only short little girl there.
The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else, not caught on camera, could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice. What?
Jump wax finger.
Time of poor Hammer's death was about 2:30 p.m., true?
Just per se.
Oh, there we go. The only person I saw go to the studio before them was Will Powers. No one else went through there. If they had, I would have seen them. No, you weren't. You were watching the run-through.
So if no one else went to the studio, then would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. You got it, Your Honor. Oh boy. Do.
Oh, I gave donuts to the young detective. I was thinking about it. And then after some rubbish about it being a secret, pal, he told me everything.
Everything.
Gumshoe likes donuts. The only person I saw going to... Oops.
I mean, if you have an idea, you don't have to press them on everything.
quite. Nobody's suspicions looking past by at all. Old windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps?
Oh,
Burn.
burn.
But before you got to the guard station for 1 p.m., where everyone was in the employee area before then, I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, how would you have seen them? Are you sure?
The witnesses answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Okay, Phoenix, you shouldn't be cringing at that. You should be using that as a potential insult for Edgeworth.
Rude. Always don't be rude.
Windbag. Oh, alright. I don't... Okay, that's true. I don't know. I pressed on everything, haven't I?
I think you have.
So what do I do?
So here's where the game gets finicky.
Mm-hmm.
And like some of these will just be the fact that some of these I might not have the right answer for you, because some of those smaller details were weird, and where they wanted you to present them didn't always make sense to me. Crimson thinks would have seen them and map. But do you have what evidence do you have?
I have an autopsy report. I have a map. Key card. Parents' entry in Studio 1. A photo. And a duct tape spear.
So the one that stands out to me, and I don't know if I'm remembering it correctly or not, but is that photo?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that it's photo number 2.
Mm-hmm. Where do I present that at?
I think it's the one before it is the one that said no one else went through, isn't it? Like, oh, the music stopped. That's it.
Hold on! Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Rude.
Very. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that it means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny.
Yes, Sonny.
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2. The computer only held data for 1 photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it was really the only photo?
Order! Order! Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's why I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1 but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for 1 of the photos, actually 3. Powers, Hammer, and the assistant.
Well, technically, at some point, everybody went to the studio, but
Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself.
do.
You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help.
Huh? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper.
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate? Someone other than the Steel Samurai?
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
Good. I see. Your testimony, please.
The other person.
Do, do.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out 1 photo that day.
Miss Oldbag! It's the first I've heard of this.
Well, of course, Sonny. I only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
The other person.
How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part.
Excellent.
This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo now, did I? I think she's missing the point.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Well, who in the heck was in the photo you erased? Huh, a fanboy. Fanboy. Steel Samurai fanboys, real freaks if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where, and they're always hanging about. One was there that day. Wait a second, didn't you just say no one else could get in?
Bum, bum, bum.
I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well,
Crimson, real freaks, but not suspicious.
if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Whippersnapper.
Kids. So on that photo you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What?
Order! Order! Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was a Steel Samurai dragging his leg. There was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well we see this type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
Boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. I would know because I was playing with it earlier.
Right. As much as I said I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and if they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. The defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time. Yeah, don't forget vital information, sweetheart.
Mr. Powers, tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't.
I was sleeping, honest.
So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? The child! That's why the
How should I
people are
know?
baggy.
So samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. No one could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? Should take better care of it.
Couldn't imagine anyone want to steal a steal samurai costume. So where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now. Nick! What are you going to do? Play for more time. Start targeting someone else that could have conceivably done this. Right. Take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day. Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot.
You don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's time. Let's go. What does it mean? Please don't say it like that.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter. Prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who have committed this crime.
Order. Interesting. Let's hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. Oh, really? If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right. So the stakes were high enough.
So, who was this person other than Mr. Powers that could have committed murder?
I mean, my first thought was the assistant girl. Should I start there?
I mean...
What do you think?
I'm trying to think. Treble, welcome to the courtroom. How you doing? Crimson, accuse the victim. And then Treble says to accuse the judge. Treble, welcome to the courtroom. How you doing this evening?
I don't like either of those options. Also, I have 3 options here. The girl, the boy, or the lady.
It's like, Like you're like, I don't like either of those options. I'm like, well, neither of those are actual options. So.
Yeah.
Jump says they already said the kid couldn't have done it, so you got 2 more options.
I think it was the assistant girl. Though the security lady herself, she didn't like Powers very much.
Yeah, she didn't like She didn't like Powers, so why would she stab a hammer?
That's true. The assistant. Steel Samurai's costume was in his dressing room. She stole it, and in doing so became Steel Samurai. Oh, sorry. Correct.
If you're serious, you've got guts, Mr. Wright. Remember the photo? Was the Steel Samurai a little lame? He was dragging his foot.
The battery.
Ironic that the low battery came up as bad feeling time was happening.
I know.
Remember the testimony concerning Powers' injury?
I heard she was cleaning the backdrops. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
The assistant knew nothing of Mr. Powers' injury. She could look the Steel Samurai with that costume. She couldn't walk the Steel Samurai walk. She wouldn't have limped.
Kind of takes the legs out from under that case.
Yeah, you get it? It's a pun.
Ah. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Move on. One more chance. So the security lady.
I mean, yeah, she would have been the one that actually saw.
Security lady, Wendy Oldbag.
Rude.
Who? Dragging his leg. Knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they were watching the action scene run through. The only person other than Powers and Hammers who knew about the injury. The security lady Oldbag. What? Whippersnapper.
Jumpbot gasps. Order! Order! Is this true, old bag?
Oldbag? That's Ms. Oldbag to you. Ms. Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she had no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the samurai costume and slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder.
Murder. Well, why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai costume?
Simple, Your Honor.
That was a bad one, sweetheart.
She knew the cameras at the gate would take her picture. If she's in her costume, she could point a finger at Mr. Powers.
I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Not really.
Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes the second, baby. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have any opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there, do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way. Press further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldbag's actions on that day. But why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer?
Good question.
You forget that Mr. Power lacks a clear motive too.
Indeed.
That did it. Now, Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. wait just a minute. What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy, the one whose photo I erased.
He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Your thoughts, Mr. Wright?
That boy's not the killer. What? How can you be so sure?
You can't be.
Oh, or is it be nice to the kids and means your Elder's Day? Whippersnapper.
Whippersnapper.
I approve. Proof?
Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. Proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder.
What's the answer here?
Great question. Jump my badge, of course. I'm a lawyer, and that's how you know.
I don't think that's how that works, Jump. My first thought is the autopsy, because it says he was pierced through a chest. A 3rd grader won't be able to pierce him through the chest.
I mean, but it doesn't say the angle of that entry.
Yeah.
It said before the spear was too heavy, so either spear or autopsy showing cause of death. Can we look at that photo one more time? The photo in which the person in the costume is carrying the spear?
Yeah.
But kid went full dragoon and jumped from above. I mean, yeah, kid just jumped out of a tree with the spear like. Ah!
Also, do you see how the pants are like? Yeah, I think it might actually be the kid.
How's the kid gonna do it?
No, but like
How's a 2nd grader gonna do it?
a 2nd grader can't do
That's
it.
the thing. He's a 2nd or 3rd grader. Those pants would be much. They'd be even more too long.
When did she say the boy came through?
She didn't.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the spear.
Jump thinks the pants are meant to be like that.
Oh, okay.
Because that is the thing. Otherwise, that should have been brought up before.
Yeah, that's true. Sometime before 2. I think it feels more the spear over the autopsy report.
I only have one other thought, which is the key card. Because you need the key card to get into Studio 1.
Yeah. Oh, and Treble, if you know the right answer, like 100%, don't say that.
Yeah, like
I'm trying to figure it out as much as I can on my own, but.
And like I've played it before, but it's been a hot minute, like a few years, and so I'm here to help Bubbles when she gets stuck. But so as long as we're all theorizing and trying to work it out, it's fine. But any direct knowledge we don't go with until Bubbles asks for straight answers.
Yeah.
But so I appreciate you asking for clarification before just throwing in there.
Thank you for not just blurting out the right answer.
The grate was in the employee area, Crimson. So you had to go through there. You had to go from the employee area past the gate, or again, presumably you could like sneak through the woods.
We're not. That's not a thing though. Like,
But
look, see,
yeah.
the gate goes beyond the path.
I'm just saying.
It's not a thing.
I'm just saying. But yeah, so he would have to get into the employee area and then go around to the gate. Yeah, 'cause
So if he started in the employee area. No, because the key card is to get into Studio 1.
right, but that's where the guy
That's
was
where
murdered.
He was murdered.
So
That makes sense. See, in murders we all know was Studio 1. However, you need a card key to enter Studio 1.
key card.
How could a boy with no formal relation to his studios have a card key?
I see. Well, would the witness care to comment on this?
Murph.
No, if Murph is. Can you spell that for the court reporter?
The windbag. Speechless. That's gotta be a first.
Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness, Miss Windy. What was her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. And the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait a second!
Uh-oh.
I'm not just going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me?
Aw.
I'm talking.
Good.
Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk.
Rude, Maya. Respect your elders. Miss Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to talk about.
By whom?
Huh? You mean it wasn't Edgeworth who told her not to talk?
Well, testify.
Testify!
Aw.
Alright, time to stop being married. We've been married long enough. This was a good run.
But baby, we're just
Goodbye.
we're just not getting into
Goodbye.
sleep. Baby, go.
Goodbye.
Baby, no. Baby, come back.
I'm filing for divorce. Goodbye.
How dare you? That's so rude.
You're rude.
You're rude.
You're rude.
You're rude.
Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, see? So they told me just pretend they hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not going to let them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why'd you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
John wants to know if he gets invited to the divorce party.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll throw a grand old divorce party. That'll be great. I'll make us snacks. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the old bag.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. End it. End it now.
What was, told not to talk. That's right, by studio and TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. Who were these people? Director and the producer for starters.
No jump, there won't be any cake.
Director. Who says?
I says.
No, I'm totally gonna get us a cake. For
Rude.
divorcing, I'm getting a cake. You're also not invited.
Excuse
I'm
you.
divorcing you.
Excuse
Unless you
you.
want to come and make it one last big party. That'd be fine. I guess you can come.
Why? You're already throwing a party.
Yeah, that's fine. No, Jump, I'll have cake. I'll make it the same baker as our wedding cake. And probably that orange one. I really like that orange pound of chocolate ganache. Should've known. Oh, this is you.
We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course.
Yes, well, I'm surprised no one asked about it. So where were these people?
This is a divorce party. Since the divorce party should be split in two with a visible line in the room separating the two and make everyone pick sides.
Ooh! Jump, whose side are you on?
Yeah, jump.
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. Actually,
That's right.
all of you pick sides right now. In the divorce.
That's right, guys.
Pick sides. Ooh. Director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He joined the producer around lunchtime, and they had a meeting after that.
Where? Can we also mention?
Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer.
Can we also mention the fact that for this Civil War, apparently we're at war because we were too much on the same page?
Yeah. Studio 2? There was a Studio 2? Come on, Phoenix.
Come on, sweetheart, just pay attention to the map.
Down the path. Here it is. Go through the gate and go and all the way to the left. The path where the monkey's head was fallen over.
See, that's what it was. They called it a monkey head.
Yeah.
So that helped me with looking at it and it not looking like a person
Or a dog.
or whatever. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination?
Yes, I would. I think I've already asked my questions, but... Continue. Had nothing to do with it, see? Trial for murder. I know that's silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
Yep.
You got your bonus and you still talk. I think I've asked all the questions I want to ask. Do I have one more thing though?
Good. Great. Peachy.
Actually in the studio. Yes, the whole day. Heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came.
Kill this woman, I swear it.
I feel sorry for Edgeworth. Almost. She really left him hanging on this one.
Beautiful.
We already... Your Honor, I have learned there were others at Global Studios on the day in question. The director and the producer and some bigwigs were all present. Yet, as we stand here, they have not been questioned.
Bum, bum, bum.
I hold that it is impossible to declare the verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers.
Bless you. Twice. The court acknowledges the defense's point. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Miss Oldbag. More information about these other people we have just been told of.
Poor Edgeworth, he looks a little crazy there, like he's on drugs.
Rude. I understand, Your Honor. Since the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me.
Oh, really? It's nothing. Oh, or should I? We'll be going down to the studios to do more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. Turning up in the next trial's witnesses.
Bless you.
So, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in the Skill Samurai costume? Could it really have been the old windbag? What do you think, Mr. Powers?
I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick. Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there.
How dare you?
Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers. Poor old windbag. I kind of feel sorry for her. Well, she wasn't winning 8 points there with or without my accusation.
Basically.
Down to studios. Back to visit you. I mean, it's been determined that it wasn't him. Right?
Technically, we've only determined that there's the potential that it wasn't him. We didn't prove it wasn't him in that suit. We just proved that it was possible it could be somebody else.
It's time for bed. No time for relaxing.
As you click through further.
I don't know how to stop it.
Didn't you just save?
Yeah.
Well, then just... Like I say, you can click through it till you get to a part that has game music.
Well, it depends on the people we find out about in today's trial. Director and producer. Them. Let's get to studios.
There we go. Music. Alright then, so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much.
You stuck up,
Oh.
half-witted, scruffy looking
Thank you, Crimson.
nerf herder.
Good night.
Crimson, thank you so much for the 20 bits. That is a shame, Jump, that you won't be able to be here tomorrow for more of Smash. But thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. As always, it is greatly appreciated. Tomorrow is another community night of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So we look forward to our combatants joining us. Sadly, Jump will not be one of them. Yeah, what a lame-o. Also, I think I finally got the video edited so that I will avoid copyright. I'm gonna be uploading it tonight, and we'll see if tomorrow I don't have another copyright claim on it. Then it will go live, and if it does, then you won't see anything again. So. Having trouble not thinking twice. Where? Not quite sure I understand your meaning, but... Oh. Gotcha. Yeah, I finished the game. Again, hopefully the video will go live tomorrow. A version of the video went live for a bit because I forgot that it was scheduled. So tomorrow, hopefully the final version of it will go out. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. As I said, it is appreciated. Shoutouts and thank yous to Crimson for both the 11-month resub and also the 20 bits for the night. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this stream is adjourned. Good night, everybody.
Good night.